Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next game in the Demolition League. We are starting our situations where both teams are going to be, or all teams are going to be playing their eighth game of the season. It's the Dodgers and the Yankees. Dodgers are 5-2. Yankees are 3-4. And on the mound for the Yankees will be right-hander Luis. I think it's pronounced Gil, Gil. It's usually pronounced Heel when I see it spelled that way. So I'm going to go with Luis Gil against James Paxton for the Dodgers. Lineups are already all set up. Since I'm starting kind of late, I didn't want to go through all the rest roll stuff. I did that ahead of time. We are at game number 36 on the replay. Yankee Stadium, singles are 1-3, both left and right. Home runs are 1-15 for left, 1-12 for right-handers. Injury chances for Heel is a 6-12. Injury chance for Paxton is a 6-11. And there you see the starting lineups for both teams. You get the hello, Larry. Good to see you. Get the Stratmatic computer game up so I can give you the stats for these two teams. It'll be the second start for both of these pitchers. For Heel, the Yankees, he is 0-0. He had no decision in his first appearance or first start. He did go 6 innings, give up just 1 earned run, so an ERA of 1.50, but got a no decision out of it. 3 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So Heel looking to get his first win of the season. And Mookie Betts will be playing shortstop in this game. He's moved to shortstop as they wanted to get Hayward some at bats in right field. So we're going to have Mookie Betts at short for this one. He's mostly been playing right field most of this replay, but this game, I think it's his first game at short. Don't know for sure, but it's either first or second game at short. So Mookie Betts on the replay is hitting .259, 7 out of 27. No homers or runs batted in. He has walked 6 times, so he has gotten on base quite a bit. And we're underway from New York. 4-3, and that's a pitcher X. And he is a 2E28 is Heel. 2E28. 2-3. Boy, the double die striking early. It wasted no time. 2-3 is he'll still get to it though. G3. So he got by there. That's an 8. And he's an E28. There's no 8. There's a 9, 10, 11, and 12, but no 8. So Heel is able to make the play and avoid the error, keep Mookie Betts off the bases. That'll bring up Shohei Ohtani. He has not done all that well in the replay, hitting .207, 6 out of 29 with 2 homers and 5 driven in. 3-3 for Ohtani is a split chance. 1-15 is a single. That's a 5. Base hit for Ohtani, and of course he'll be looking to run. He needs a 2-5, an 11, or a 12 to get the jump. Heel has a -1 composite with the catcher. Trevino's a +2, but Heel's a -3. So 2-5, 11, or 12 to get the lead. That's 10. He does not get the lead, so he will hold. And that brings up Freddie Freeman. Freeman on the replay hitting .292, 7 out of 24. 3 homers, 7 driven in. It's 2-6, and that's a base on balls, and that'll move Ohtani to second without the stolen base. So first and second, 1 out for Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez leading the Dodgers in hitting .417, 10 out of 24. 3 homers, 5 driven in. That's why he's in the cleanup spot. He's been cleaning up for the Dodgers so far. 1-7, but not now. He strikes out. Out number 2, and now Max Muncy, the third baseman, up for the Dodgers. Muncy on the replay is not doing so well. He's 3 out of 17 for a 176 average. 1 homer, 4 driven in. 1-4, and that's a base on balls. So second walk issued by Heel, and it's going to load the bases with 2 outs for Will Smith, catcher. Smith on the replay hitting 211, 4 out of 19, a homer and 2 driven in. But the bases are loaded with 2 outs. 3-5, and he's going to strike him out to end the inning. Heel comes up with a strikeout when he desperately needed it and gets out of the jam. So, Dodgers load the bases but don't score. We go to the bottom of the first. It's LA nothing, and the Yankees coming to bat against James Paxton. Paxton on the replay is 1-0 in his previous start. He went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits and a run for a 150 earned run average, much like Heel, but he gets the win in his start. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Gleyber Torres, second baseman, will lead off for the Yankees, and we'll get his stats pretty quickly here. Let's go to Gleyber Torres. Torres is hitting .333. He's 11 out of 33, a homer and 3 driven in. It's a 6-6, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field where Hayward puts it away. 1 down for Aaron Judge. Judge hitting .370 on the replay. 10 out of 27. 2 homers, 6 driven in. It's a 1-9, and that's a ground ball to third. Boy, a lot of home run chances in column 1, but the 1-9 is a ground ball to Muncy. And that's 2 away for Juan Soto. Soto hitting .240 on the replay. 6 out of 25. 2 homers, 3 driven in. It's a 4-7 lefty on lefty, and that's a single. Juan Soto, a 2-out single, and he will not go anywhere. Got to bring up the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. They bumped him up in the lineup against the lefty, hoping he can do something. Stanton's been struggling, though. He's hitting .231, 6 out of 26. No homers, 2 driven in. Hello, Action. Good to see you. Here is Stanton, 5-5, and that's a strikeout for Paxton to end the inning. Very interesting stat there, Action. 17 out of his 20 pass balls are with Huff pitching. That's what I figured. That's why I was thinking when he's catching other pitchers besides Huff, I'm wondering if there should maybe homebrew some sort of pass ball rating so it doesn't occur when he's when he's catching the other pitchers. But I guess it's all baked in. I don't know, but it was just bad. I know that, and of course had 4 wild pitches today. That was something else. So really strange anomalies on the stats. So here is Gavin Lux, and Lux on the replay hitting .400. He's 4 out of 10, 2 homers and 4 driven in. 5-6, and that's a strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Heel. Takes care of Lux. And that'll bring up Jason Hayward, right fielder. Not many at-bats because the Dodgers have faced a lot of lefty starting pitchers. So Hayward hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities. He's actually 0 for 6. Only had 6 at-bats. He's 0 for 6. So he has walked and struck out once. 6-5. And that's ground ball shortstop X. We're looking at Volpe. Volpe's a 1 E16. With a 1, you know he's going to get to it. So E16 and an 11. I don't think that'll be an issue. 14 and 17 are the error chances, not 11. So Volpe makes the play on Hayward. 2 down for James Outman, center fielder. He's in the same boat with Hayward. Not a lot of chances because of the lefties that have been starting. He's 1 for 6, hitting .167. That 1 hit was a double. It's a 2-8, and he's going to strike out. Strikeout number 4 for Heel. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And I'm assuming his name is pronounced Heel. If it's pronounced Gill, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Heel. All right, here is Verdugo for the Yankees. Let's go back to their team stats. Verdugo on the replay is hitting a .125. He's 3 out of 24 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. 3-5, and that's a ground ball to short. Betts will handle it. 1 down, and here's Volpe. Volpe on the replay hitting 296. He's 8 out of 27. A homer and 4 driven in. 4-8 against the right-hander. 1 to 11's a single, but that's a 17. So he lines it to third. We're snagged by Muncy, 2 down, and here's Anthony Rizzo batting way down the 7 position against the left-handed starter. Rizzo only hitting 111. He's 2 out of 18. No homers and 2 driven in. 3-8, and he's going to strike out number 2 for Paxton, and nothing doing for either side right now. Hello, Joel. Good to see you. Go to third, no score. And back to the top of the order for Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts grounded right back to heel his first time up. Make sure we're in line here. I think we're okay. It's a 4-5, and that's a strikeout. Heel with strikeout number 5. Brings up Shohei Ohtani. He singled. So the only Dodger hit of the game so far. 6-8, and that's a fly to center. Hauled in by Judge, 2 down for Freddie Freeman. 3-6, and that's a strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for Heel in 3 innings. He has been mowing them down. Go to the bottom of the third, no score. Paxton will be facing Birdie. He's playing third base tonight. Cabrera usually does it, but Birdie, the right-hander, will get a start against the left-hander that's on the mound. Same with Austin Wells. He's a left-handed hitting catcher, so they're hitting the right hand. They're playing the right-handed hitting Trevino against the lefty. So first of all, John Birdie is actually hitting 500. He's 4 for 8 on the replay. No homers and a run driven in. 3-2, but that's a low max to second base, and Gavin Lux will haul that in. 1 down. And here's Jose Trevino, the catcher. He is not hitting at all. He's 0 for 4. Only his 3rd game of the season. He's 0 for 4, and no homers, no runs batted in. 5-4, and that's a fly ball. Center field X, we are looking at Outman. He's a 3-E4 for Outman. 3 and a 3. Double die shows up again. 3 and a 3. It's going to be a double. That's an 8. And Outman's an E4. No 8 there, but it will be a double for Jose Trevino. Is Outman not able to get to that one? So Trevino is in scoring position with 1 out for Gleyber Torres. Paxton to Torres. Torres flew out to Hayward his first time up. 6-8 is the right-hander, a fly to center. That is hauled in by Outman. 2 down for Aaron Judge. First base is open, and they could face the lefty Soto if they'd like. But in the replay, actually, Soto's doing better than Judge. So they're going to go ahead and pitch to Judge, even with first base open. 6-4, and it's a ground ball shortstop X. Mookie Betts, 3E24 for Mookie. 3 and an 8 should be okay. 3 and an 8 is a G3. And the pound sign's irrelevant. Nobody's being held on. That is an 11, and he is an E24. There is no 11, so good play for Mookie Betts. They retire Judge and ends the inning. So through 3 innings of play, no score from Yankee Stadium. Game number 36 out of 270 in the Demolition League. Heel will now be facing Teoscar Hernandez for the Dodgers. Hello, Bob and Ben. Good to see you, both of you. All right, so Hernandez, his first time up, struck out. So 2-5, and this time he gets himself a base hit. Single for Teoscar. Holder's a -1, but he's got a pretty good chance if he can get that 6 to get the lead. He's got a good chance to steal it. He's going to attempt for the lead. And he gets the 6. So he's an 18, being held as a 16. -1 is a 15. 1 to 15, he will be safe. Trevino has a T rating of 10. But he's safe on the 15. There is no throwing error. So stolen base for Teoscar Hernandez. Yes, it is, Ben. Breakfast blend. I don't know about the other blends, but I know the breakfast. Like I said, I'm a wimp when it comes to coffee. I like a little coffee with my cream and sugar. So, some people are like, drink cowboy coffee that, you put the spoon in there and it would stand up. It wouldn't fall to the side of the cup. It would just stand up because the coffee is so thick. It's like motor oil. But I can't drink it black. It's just too much for me. All right, here's Max Muncy. And that's a 5-6, and that's a fly to left, 1 away. I'll bring up Will Smith. That's a 2-9 for Smith, and he's going to walk. And that's the 3rd walk issued by Heel, along with the 6 strikeouts. It does set up a force at any base if you look at the silver lining. Here's Gavin Lux. Double play would get him out of the inning. 1-6, but not here with Lux. 1 to 4 is a home run. That's a 12. It'll be a double. It'll at least score 1. Let's see if the runner on first can score. We know Teoscar Hernandez is going to score. Will Smith is a 12, not being held as a 13. The double is assumed to go to center field. So that is Aaron Judge. He's a -4 arms. So Smith will put the brakes on at third base. So second and third, 1 out, 1 in. Dodgers lead at 1-0, but the Yankees now will bring the infield in against Jason Hayward. Try to choke these runs off. 4-7, and that's a walk by Heel, his 4th of the game. And it will load the bases for James Outman. Infield's still going to play in. They don't trust that double play. They're going to play in. 1-8, and that's a strikeout. Heel gets a big strikeout there. Strikeout number 7. So he's had 4 walks and 7 strikeouts. 18 plate appearances, and we've had 11 of those have been either a walk or a strikeout. So only 7 the ball's been put into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it just 6? Let me count it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I was wrong. 6. Or did I count to 7? Okay, 7. Yeah, 7 times. 11 times the ball has not gone anywhere. 7 times it's been put into play. So we got bases loaded, 2 outs, a run in, clutch situation for Mookie Betts. He does gain a hit on 1-7 and on 2-9. Heel trying to get out of the inning. 4-6, and he does with another strikeout. Strikeout number 8. But the Dodgers break through. RBI double from Gavin Lux puts the Dodgers in the lead, 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Soto, Stanton, and Verdugo for the Yankees. Five-7, lefty on lefty. That's a fly to center. Outman will put that away, and here's Giancarlo Stanton. 6-3. It's a fly ball right field X. That is Hayward. He's a 2-3. 2 and a 6 should not be an issue. 2 and a 6 is a fly to F2 rather, so that's good. That's a 9. Hayward's an E3. I don't think that's any issue. No, it's not. Hayward makes the play. 2 down, and that's going to send up Verdugo. 6-6, and that's a line out to short. Mookie Betts right there. And Paxton puts up a shutdown inning after the Dodgers take the lead. Go to the fifth. 1-0 Los Angeles. Both pitchers have fatigue of 5, so this is the fatigue inning for both. And Shohei Ohtani will lead it off. Ohtani singled and fly to center. 3-7, he will draw a base on balls, and yet again another walk. Walk number 5 issued by Heel. Ohtani again looking to get the lead to steal a base. That's an 8. He does not get the lead, so he will hold. Here's Freddie Freeman. 2-8 for Freeman. That's a single, 2 stars. That's going to put runners on the corners. And one more base runner, and Heel will be tired. So the Yankee bullpen all of a sudden moves into action. And I'll look at the stats to see. I don't want to overwork any particular pitcher here, so we're going to have to see who has gotten them. Like Gonzalez has pitched 4 games. He's not pitching. The other relievers have either pitched 3 games or 2 games. So I'm going to pick somebody that's only pitched 2 games. And that's going to be Jake Cousins. So he's loosening in the bullpen for the Yankees. He would come on if Heel can't get it done. First and third, nobody out for Teoscar Hernandez. Now the infield will play for double play depth because they need to limit this to 1 run, not make it a crooked number. So here's Heel to Hernandez. That's a 2-8. It doesn't matter where they play. 1-15, it's gone. Teoscar Hernandez just crunches another one. He is leading the league in home runs, and he just adds to his total. For Teoscar Hernandez, well, actually, he's tied for the lead now with 4. 4th home run for Teoscar Hernandez. It's a 3-run shot. And Heel looks like he is done. RBI 6, 7, and 8 for Teoscar Hernandez. That will be all for Mr. Heel. He is now fatigued and will leave the ball game. Cousins will be on for the Yankees. Get the numbers on Heel. He went 4+, giving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits I've got him for, and 4 runs. He walked 5, struck out 8. And now Jake Cousins, a right-hander, will be coming on for the Yankees. In real world, in 24, he was 2-1 with a 2.37 ERA and a save. So Jake Cousins will be facing Max Muncy. Let's get the numbers on Cousins for the replay. See, we did real world. On the replay, Cousins in 2 outings has gone 2 innings, given up a hit and a run. 3 walks and 2 strikeouts, got a 4.50 ERA. Hello, Chuck. If you just missed it, Teoscar Hernandez just hit a 3-run homer to give the Dodgers a 4-0 lead, rather. And Cousins in to face Muncy. 6-6 is a walk. Yankees are not doing well in this demolition league, that's for sure. At least not yet. They're about ready to go 3-5. Here's Will Smith. 3-6 for Smith, and that's a 1-4 single. That's a 5, so he lines it to second. Gleyber Torres grabs it 1 away. We'll bring up Gavin Lux. Doubled his last time up. RBI double. 6-11 for Cousins. That might be his injury check. So resolve to play first and then go to the injury check. 6-11 is a strikeout. Out number 2. And we'll check Cousins to see if that is, in fact, Cousins. Where are you? Oops, wrong side. Yankees, Cousins. He's a 6-12, so 6-11 is okay. 6-12 is his chance for injury. Brings up Jason Hayward. 5-3, left-handed. That's a ground ball pitcher X. He's a 3-0. Well, we know he can't make an error. Just going to see if he can get to it or not. Oh, 3-2, he will not. Double die strikes again. It's horrible. 3-2, SI1, so base hit. That will move Muncy to second base with 2 outs for James Outman. One chance of a wild pitch, and Cousins is a wild pitch of 20, so it's not just a chance, it is a wild pitch. Wild pitch. Now second and third, 2 outs for Outman. 6-3, and that's a walk. It's going to load the bases. So Cousins not having much luck either. Since he's been on, he's walked 2 and given up a hit. So here's Mookie Betts, bases loaded again. 9th man to bat in the inning for the Dodgers. Looking to blow this thing wide open. 3-4. It's a fly to right to end the inning. So Dodgers send 9 to the plate. Only 3 of them score. So actually, when you send 9 to the plate, mathematically 3 is the fewest that can score, and that's what they did there. 4-0 though. Yankees still in the game though. I mean, they have the offense to come back. It's just, can they tap into that? Here's Paxton. This is his fatigue inning as well. And he'll be facing Volpe, Rizzo, and Birdie. 1-6 against the lefty. Struck out. That is strikeout number 3 for Paxton. Brings up Rizzo. Lefty on lefty, 4-10. Ballpark single check. It's a 1-3. That's an 8. It's going to fly it to center. 2 down for Birdie. 6-6, right-handed. Fly to right again. 1-2-3 inning. Another shutdown inning from Paxton. He keeps full endurance as we go to the top of the 6th. And boy, do they come back with Cousins, or I think they're going to try to get another inning out of Cousins if they can. Going to face Shohei. Well, you know what? They got lefties coming up, so I think they're going to, the way Cousins struggled last inning, they're going to yank him now. He's going to give up a hit and 2 walks, 1 strikeout, no runs. And they will go to a lefty out of the bullpen. And it will be Caleb Ferguson, the left-hander. Ferguson in real world was 1-4, 4.64 ERA and a save. Let's see what he did in what he's doing on the replay. He has a -4 holds, so that's always a positive. Makes him a -2. It'll be Ohtani, Freeman, and Hernandez, heart of the order. For the Dodgers. So Ferguson making his 4th appearance. In 3 games previously, he's pitched 4 innings, given up 1 hit, 1 run, which was not earned, so his ERA is a 0. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and he's got a win. He's 1-0. So Caleb Ferguson facing Shohei Ohtani to start the 6th. 4-11, and that's a fly ball right field X. That's Soto. 3-2 for Soto. 3-17, he'll get to that. E2 and a 9. The only error on E2 is 3-16 and 18, so he will make the play. Juan Soto retires Ohtani. 1 away for Freddie Freeman. 1-6, and that's a 1-14 double, but that's a 17. So fly to left, and Verdugo hauls it in. 2 down. And here comes Hernandez. He had the big 3-run homer his last time up. He's 2 for 3. 5-5, and this time it's a ground ball to Volpe at short. Volpe is a 1 E16, so we know he's going to get to it. The E16, he has to avoid 14 and 17. And he does. So it's a good play for Volpe, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Caleb Ferguson. So Ferguson's going to do his job. In fact, they might try to get 2 innings out of Ferguson since he only faced 3 batters. And Paxton back out will face Trevino, and then Torres and Judge. 3-8 for Trevino against the lefty. Is a ground ball back to Paxton. 1 away for Gleyber Torres. So any Yankee haters out there are probably liking this score. I don't have a dog in the fight, so I could care less. 5-10 is a catcher X, and that is Will Smith. He's a 3E5. 3-18 should be no problem, especially with the bases empty. Probably a ground out of some sort. 3-18 is a G3. That's a 9, and he is an E5. No 9, so good play. 2-3 ground out. And that brings up Judge with the bases empty and 2 outs. 4-12, right-handed. 4-12's ground ball first base X, Freddie Freeman, 2E5. 2-9, he'll get to that. E5, and that's an 11. First baseman E5, no 11. So it will be a 3-1 putout as Freeman will flip to Paxton covering. And Paxton still has full endurance. He's given up nothing since he reached his fatigue inning. So we go to the 7th. Ferguson back out. We'll be facing Muncy, Smith, and Lux. 6-8, and that's a walk. I'll check and see if that's the possible injury for Ferguson. I doubt it, but need to look at it to be sure. Ferguson, where are you? Oh, yeah, traded to Houston later in the season. That's why he's on the Houston roster. Ferguson's a 6-12, so 6-8's okay. So the walk is there, but no injury check. Brings up Will Smith. It's a 5-10, and that's a strikeout for Caleb Ferguson, his first. Brings up Gavin Lux, another lefty-on-lefty matchup. 6-7, and that's a fly to left, 2 down. For another lefty-on-lefty matchup with Jason Hayward. 4-10, and that's a ballpark single check. It's only a 1-3, so he will fly to right field to end the inning. And Ferguson's going to go 2 innings. A walk and a strikeout, nothing else. Trying to keep the Dodgers close, which he did, but the Yankees aren't doing their part on offense. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. It is 4-0. Paxton still going strong. Paxton to Soto, 1-8, and that's a base on balls. Leadoff walk to Soto. For Paxton, that is his first walk of the game. Soto could try to get a lead, but it wouldn't be smart. Plus, they're down 4-0, so he's going to hold. Hello, Craig. Good to see you. Stanton, the batter. 1-8, and that's a ground ball shortstop A. It's a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play by Giancarlo Stanton. Wipes the bases out, and here comes Verdugo. 3-8 for Verdugo. He grounds to short as well. And again, Mookie Betts makes the play. And that's going to be it for Paxton. He's going to go 7 solid. Trying to improve his record to 2-0 on the replay. And he only gave up 2 hits, a single to Soto and a double to Trevino. No runs, 1 walk, and he struck out just 3. But he didn't need to strike out many because he pitched so well. Now the Yankees will need a bullpen arm themselves, and they will turn to Tommy Kahnle out of the bullpen. Right-hander. Tommy Kahnle. And he'll be facing Outman, Betts, and Ohtani. 4-0 Dodgers, top of the 8th. Dodgers looking to go 6-2, drop the Yankees to 3-5. 6-9 for Kahnle. Immediately need to check his injury chance. Kahnle, let's see. Kahnle is a 4. This might be that injury. Let's see what the 4 is. Look over on the injury chart. A 4 is a 6-9, so this is the injury check on Kahnle. He could face 1 batter and be injured. It's very possible. Resolve the play. 6-9 is a ground ball shortstop X for Volpe. He's a 1. You know he's going to get to it. Just has to avoid 14 and 17, which he does. So he makes the play, but now Canely might only be this one batter because he has got an injury check. And going to our injury check, 1 through 6, he can stay in the game. Anything higher than that, he's got to come out. So Canely is out of there. 15 makes that a 12. So he's going to miss 4 games because everything's done by a third. So Canely will miss 4 games, and the Yankees will go to their farm system and pick up another relief pitcher to sub him out with before the next game. So Canely is going to go a third of an inning, and now the Yankees will have to dip into the bullpen again, and this time they will turn to Luke Weaver. So Weaver is on. And he'll be facing Mookie Betts. 1-7, and that's a fly to center, 2 down. For Shohei Ohtani. Hello, Dr. D. Tomorrow morning on the 1987 replay, it will be the Tigers and the Twins from Minnesota. It'll be Walt Terrell against Alan Anderson. That'll be tomorrow sometime around 9 o'clock. Here's Ohtani, 2-4. That's a ballpark single, 1-3. That's a 17. So that fails, and so it's going to be a ground ball, 3-1 for the putout. So 1-2-3 inning for Luke Weaver. So he's going to come back and finish the game up and save the rest of that bullpen. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for the Dodgers will be coming on. It'll be Volpe, Rizzo, and Birdie. So let's go to the Dodger stats and see who needs the work or who. I don't want to overwork any particular player, of course. So in their bullpen, let's see who's pitched 2. Grove has pitched 2. We're going to go to Michael Grove. He's pitched 2 games so far. This will be game number 3 for him in the 8th game of the season, his 3rd appearance. Michael Grove on the replay checks in 0-0 with an ERA of an even 3. He's pitched 3 innings, given up 1 run, 2 hits. The 1 run he gave up was a home run. He didn't walk anybody, struck out 5. So here's Volpe against the righty Grove, 5-10, and it's ground ball to short. I guess we can call him Michael China Grove. I don't know what other nickname to give him. Here's Anthony Rizzo. 1-8, and that's a 1-17 single. So Rizzo will finally get a base hit and get off the Schneid. Brings up John Birdie. For 6, and that's a ground ball second base X. That is Lux, 3E12. 3 and a 7. See if it's a possible double play. Probably a G2. Actually a G3. Runner was not being held, so the pound sign's irrelevant. Let's see. G3, that's a 7, and he is an E. He's an E12. There's no 11 there. But it will be a G3. The only play is to first base. So 2 down for Jose Trevino. He's 1 for 2 with a double. 4-3, fly ball left field X. We're looking at Teoscar Hernandez. He's a 4E3. 4-5. That should drop for at least a single 2 stars, if nothing else. Actually, it's going to be a double. No, take that back. 4 and a 5. Single 2 stars. That's enough to score the run. Yankees finally get on the board. Trevino's single brings home a run. That's a 7. He's an E3, so that's not a problem. But it is a single 2 stars for Trevino. And the lead is cut to 4-1. And here comes Gleyber Torres. That's a 6-8 for Grove. We got to check injury off of that. 6-8 is a fly to center to end the inning. Yankees do get on the board. And we go to the ninth, it's 4-1. Check Grove for an injury now. Or if he's an injury chance, 6-8. Grove for the Dodgers. He's a 4. I think that was 6-9. Yes, it is 6-9. So 6-8 is okay. He's not going to be checked for injury. So we go to the top of the ninth, 4-1, favor of the Dodgers. Weaver back out will face Freeman, Hernandez, and Muncy. It's a 2-6 for Freeman, and that's a leadoff walk. Freeman's aboard. Here's Teoscar Hernandez, star of the game to this point, along with James Paxton. It's a 6-11 for Weaver. That's a strikeout. And I think 12, I think I said 12 was his injury. Let me double check that. Yeah, 6-12 was his injury, not 6-11. So no problems there. Here's Max Muncy. It's 1-8 for Muncy, and that's a walk. So 2 on with 1 out for Will Smith. Weaver trying to get out of this. 5-3, and that is a fly ball right field X. That's Soto. He's a 3-2. Hello, Jimmy Jam. I don't think I've seen. I think I just noticed you in here. 3. He's a 3-2. 3-12. He'll get to that. E2. Let's see. 3-12 is an F2, so nobody can move up. That's a 10, so no problem there. Just a fly to right. 2 outs. Runners have to stay at their bases for Gavin Lux. Weaver to Lux. 110, and that's a 1-2 triple. 3-20 is a single, and the double die shows up as a 1. It is a triple for Gavin Lux. That's kind of the coup de grace in this game. A 2-run triple from Gavin Lux now makes the score 6-1. Favor of the Dodgers. And the Yankee fans are filing out quickly now. 2-6, and that is a ground ball to first to end the inning. So it is now a 6-1 ball game. Since it's not a save situation any longer, they will just stick with Grove and not go to the closer. So Grove will stay in. He will be facing Judge, Soto, and Stanton. Let's get the numbers on Weaver. He went 2 innings, gave up just the one hit he gave up was the triple, with the 2 walks preceding the triple that really did him in. 2 walks and a strikeout, and the 2 runs. All right, so Aaron Judge will lead off against Grove. 1-6, and that's a 1-13 home run. That's a 12. Aaron Judge, in a losing effort, is going to hit a leadoff home run to start the 9th. And for Judge, I believe that's his 3rd home run of the replay, but I will double check it. Yes, it is. 3rd home run, 7th RBI. Cuts the lead to 6-2. Here's Juan Soto. 6-6, and that's a 1 triple. Anything else is a single. So Juan Soto will single. And now the Dodger bullpen starting to stir. They really didn't want to have to go to their closer, but they may have to. Or at least a setup guy if they don't go to their closer. They got Daniel Hudson loosening in the bullpen. As Grove they don't want this one slipping away. But Grove has not started out the 9th very well at all. He was a little shaky in the 8th, actually. So here's Stanton. That's a 1. Wild pitch is an 8. And that will be a wild pitch. It'll send Soto to second base. And it also erases a double play chance. 2-12. And that's a hit by pitch. So Stanton gets hit by the pitch. And now, I tell you what, it might be a save situation now. Let's see, 6-2 and then 6-3, 6-4. Yeah, it is a save situation technically, even though I don't agree with it. But it is a save situation technically. So the Dodgers will go to their bullpen, as Grove couldn't finish the deal. Grove's going to go 1+. He's going to give up 4 hits rather. 4 hits and so far 2 runs. These 2 are also his responsibility. No walks, no strikeouts. He did hit a batter. So coming on for the Dodgers will be their closer, Evan Phillips. This will be his 4th appearance for Phillips. They really didn't want to use him, but they don't want this thing slipping away. So Phillips is going to come on to make sure they don't blow this lead. Verdugo will be his first batter. Phillips on the replay so far. This will be his 4th game. He's pitched 3 games, pitched 3 innings, no win-loss record, 0 ERA, 2 saves. He's given up 2 hits in his 3 innings, no walks and 2 strikeouts. So Phillips to Verdugo. 4-7, and that's a walk, so that's going to load the bases. Bases are loaded. Still nobody out for Anthony Volpe. On the bench for the Yankees, if you want to look and see who they might want to bring in as a pinch hitter if things get a little bit tighter. Austin Wells has 13 home runs, a .229 hitter. Cabrera's .247. LeMahieu's .204. Grisham is .190, and Dominguez is even worse than that. So it would probably be either Wells or Cabrera that would pinch hit for someone, maybe Birdie or somebody like that. But right now it is Volpe. Bases loaded. That's a 2, chance for balk or pass ball. We're checking the pass ball rating on Smith, but he's a 0. No pass ball. Infield looking for the double play. 3-8 for Volpe. And that's look at this. 3-8 is a 1-2 home run, but that's a 16. It will be a sacrifice fly, though. Would that be? It turns into a sacrifice fly. Scoring is Stanton. Cuts the lead to 6-3. That run is charged to Grove. Now here's Rizzo. Rizzo singled his last time up and scored. 1 out, 1st and 2nd. Now a 6-3 game. 6-8, and that is a double, solid double to right field by Anthony Rizzo. That will score Stanton. I said Stanton before. It was Soto that scored before. That was Stanton that scored. Verdugo runs at a 12, but his run doesn't really matter, so they're going to hold him at third base because they need this is the run that matters, the Rizzo run. That's the run that would tie the game. So and Rizzo, in fact, they will bring in a pinch runner for Rizzo. He only runs at a 9, so they will bring on a pinch runner, and it will be Jason Dominguez. He runs at a 13, so Dominguez will pinch run for Rizzo here in the 9th. Birdie is your scheduled hitter. He will not bat. He will be called back, and they will bring on Austin Wells. Or do they bring on Cabrera? Let's take a look here. Who do they want to go to? Actually, Cabrera's got a better average. They're going to bring in Cabrera. If it does go extras, Cabrera can slide in and play third base for Birdie. So Cabrera, the pinch hitter. He is a switch hitter. And Cabrera looking to get the base hit that can tie this game. Phillips a little bit stunned here. Only 1 out so far. Infield is back. They need outs. 6-5, switch hitter batting left. That is a fly ball. Center field be another sacrifice fly. This went to center, and that will score for Verdugo. Fourth run of the inning. It's now 6-5. And now we will get a pinch hitter for Trevino. It'll be Austin Wells. So Wells will hit for Trevino. Tying run is at second base and pretty good speed in Dominguez. Dominguez run, it's pinch running for Rizzo. Dominguez, get his card again. Dominguez runs at a 13. With 2 outs, that would be a 15. Not being held would make him a 16. So, pretty good chance of scoring here if we get a base hit. But Austin Wells has got to come through if the Yankees want to do that. Phillips really struggling, just trying to get through this inning and get out of here with a win. 6-4. Ground ball third base X. We're looking at Muncy. It's a 4E14. That's not too promising with that 4 there. 8. That's questionable. 4 and an 8. 4 and an 8, though, is a G3. He will get to it. The pound's irrelevant. Third baseman doesn't hold anybody. That's a 6, and he's an E12. I'm sorry, E14. E14, there is no 6. There's 3, 4, 14, 15, 16, and 18. So the play is made by Muncy to end the inning. Yankees put 4 in the 9th, but can't quite catch all the way up, and they drop it 6-5. Phillips does get the save, his third, although it wasn't pretty. Grove is going to be charged with 3 runs, and Phillips charged with 2 himself. Phillips walked 1, didn't strike out anybody, gave up 1 hit, and 2 sacrifice flies. So there we go. Yankees came close but couldn't quite pull the deal off. For the Dodgers, 6 runs on 7 hits. Yankees, 5 runs on 7 hits. And let's see, were there any errors? I don't think there were any errors in the game. I don't recall any errors being made. Looks like no errors being made. Left on base for the Dodgers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They left 11 on base. The Yankees left 1, 2, 3, just 4 on base. So it could have been a lot worse. Dodgers left 11 on. That kept the Yankees in the game. And thank you, K-Fan. It was good to see you. So Yankees fall to 3-5. Dodgers improved to 6-2. You could question whether or not we should have left Weaver in there to pitch the 9th, but they were down 4-1. So I didn't see any reason, and they were already on their 5th pitcher. So I didn't see any reason to use another pitcher. Can't imagine they're going to score 4 runs in the 9th like they did, but just the way the cookie crumbles. It was a win for the Dodgers, but it wasn't pretty. So Dodgers win it by the score of 6-5. They improve on their record. And as we look at the standings now, Dodgers are now 6-2. They are a half game back of Minnesota. Minnesota has to play their game, and if Minnesota loses, they'll be tied for the lead. The Yankees drop to 3-5, so they drop below Toronto, and who's at 3-4. And if Chicago or Pittsburgh wins, they can tie them at 3-5 as they both sit at 2-5. So tomorrow night, looking at the Demolition League schedule, let's see who the next online. And in fact, it will be Oakland and Minnesota. I'm sorry, no, it'll be Oakland and Miami. Oakland and Miami will be tomorrow night from Miami. Oakland at Miami will be the game. Game number 37 will be Oakland and Miami, and that will be tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning, we will have this game from Minnesota. Game number 281 on the 1987 replay. The 20-19 Tigers against the 20-21 Twins. Alan Anderson against Walt Terrell. And that will be tomorrow morning, roughly around 9 o'clock. So I do thank you all for stopping by and joining me on this Demolition League escapade. Really, it's a big practice for the 2025 that I really want to get into once I get the 2025 cards, and I can get into it back, in March, and have a whole lot of, all summer long to play it. And, it won't seem as rushed as this one is. So, because I'm going to try to play the whole 270 games before the middle of March gets here. It sounds like a long time, middle of March, but that's a lot of games too. So um, it's going to be a challenge to reach that total. If I don't get there, that's okay. But and you never know, like when what part of February the cards are gonna come out. By the time they get shipped and everything else, it may be March before I separate everything and get ready to do anything anyway. So probably looking at March, 1st of March, before we would do the 25 Demolition League. So anyway, play it by ear, see how it goes. No pressure. Heck, I'm retired, so I don't have pressure for anything. I'm not on a time schedule anymore. I do set my alarm clock just so I can keep a normal sleep schedule, but I still get up around 7:15 every morning. I don't want to be one of these people who sleeps in until like 9 o'clock or something. I don't want to do all that, but I'm not beholden to anyone, so I don't have to show up at a certain time anywhere unless I want to be there, which is a nice feeling, to say the least. All right, so if you're able to make it tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock, this is the game that'll be on tap, Detroit and Minnesota. If not, I will catch you next time you're available to partake in one of these streams. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.